dearest friend. Welcome back to Speak Easy English with David. I am David, your English teacher, your guide, and your partner on this journey. I am so truly happy to sit down with you again today. Thank you for clicking on this video, and thank you for taking time to practice your English with me. Today, we are going to talk about a very quiet, mysterious, and beautiful topic. We are going to talk about a secret story. In our lesson today, we are going to listen to a comforting story about a young woman named Clara. Clara lives in a quiet town and works in an old library. She has a very close relationship with her grandfather, Arthur. Arthur has a small, locked wooden box on his shelf. For 25 years, that box has been a mystery. One day, Clara learns the secret story behind the box, and she discovers that the greatest treasures in life are not made of gold. As always, I am going to speak very slowly and very clearly. I will use very simple grammar and easy words so your mind can completely relax. You do not need to feel any stress, and you do not need to feel any anxiety. Just sit back, listen with a calm heart, and let the English words enter your mind peacefully. After the story, we will do our special repeat after me speaking practice. So, please, take a very deep breath in, let the air out slowly, and let's begin. It is a quiet, rainy Sunday morning. The rain is tapping gently against the glass windows of a small, cozy house. Outside, the streets are empty and wet, reflecting the gray sky. Inside, a warm fire is burning in the fireplace, making yellow and orange shadows on the walls. The air smells wonderfully of hot cocoa, dry paper, and sweet vanilla. A young woman named Clara is sitting on a soft rug near the fire. Clara is 29 years old. She has a very kind face, warm brown eyes, and she always wears a large, comfortable green sweater. Clara works at the town bookstore. She loves her job because she enjoys the quiet sound of turning pages. Sitting in a large leather armchair next to Clara is her grandfather, Arthur. Arthur is 85 years old. He has beautiful, snow-white hair, a very soft voice, and kind wrinkles around his eyes that show he has laughed a lot in his life. Clara and Arthur are best friends. Every Sunday morning, they sit together, drink hot cocoa, and talk about books. But today, Clara's eyes keep looking at the wooden shelf above the fireplace. On that shelf sits a small wooden box. The box is made of dark, polished wood. It has a tiny, shiny brass lock on the front. For as long as Clara can remember, that box has always been there. It is always locked. Clara has never seen her grandfather open it. When she was a little girl, she used to think, maybe there is a magic map inside. Maybe there are gold coins. But she never asked. She respected her grandfather's quiet secret. Today, Arthur notices Clara looking at the box. He smiles gently, and his eyes look a little bit emotional.
Clara, my dear,
Arthur says in his quiet, trembling voice.
you are 29 years old today. You are a grown woman with a very kind heart. I think it is time.
Clara looks at her grandfather.
Time for what, grandfather?
Arthur stands up slowly. He walks to the fireplace. He reaches his hand behind an old clock on the mantle and pulls out a tiny silver key. He takes the dark wooden box down from the shelf. He places the box gently on the small table between them. The room is very quiet. The only sound is the gentle crackle of the fire and the rain on the window.
For 50 years, I have kept a secret in this box.
Arthur says softly.
Today, I want to share this secret story with you.
Arthur puts the tiny silver key into the brass lock. The lock opens easily. Arthur lifts the wooden lid slowly. Clara holds her breath. She leans forward. She expects to see something shiny, like a diamond ring or an old silver watch. But inside, there are no expensive jewels. Instead, Clara sees a bundle of old, yellow papers tied together with a faded pink ribbon. Next to the papers is a small, dry, pressed wildflower. The flower is very old, but its petals still have a faint blue color. Clara looks up at her grandfather, her eyes full of questions.
What are these, grandfather?
Arthur touches the dry blue flower with his finger. His touch is very gentle, as if the flower is made of glass. Arthur whispers,
These, my dear, are letters. And this is a blue forget-me-not flower. They are the story of how I met your grandmother, Rose.
Clara's heart warms.
But grandfather, I know how you met grandmother. You met her at the train station in the city, right?
Arthur smiles a beautiful, nostalgic smile.
That is the story we told everyone, Clara. But that is not the real story. The real story is our little secret. Today, I will tell it to you.
Arthur sits back in his leather chair. He holds the blue flower in his hand. Arthur says,
55 years ago, I was a very young man. I was very poor and I did not have a job. I was walking through the countryside, feeling very sad and worried about my future. Suddenly, a terrible rainstorm started. The wind was blowing, and the sky was dark. I ran to find shelter under a large stone bridge.
Arthur looks at the fire, remembering the past.
When I ran under the bridge, I saw that I was not alone. There was a young woman standing there, too. She was wearing a wet yellow dress, and she was holding a basket of blue wildflowers. That was Rose, your grandmother. She was also hiding from the rain.
Clara smiles, visualizing the scene.
Was she afraid?
Arthur laughs softly.
No, she was not afraid at all. She looked at me. She saw that I was wet and shivering, and she smiled. She reached into her basket, pulled out a blue forget-me-not flower, and handed it to me. She said, "Do not worry. The rain always stops. Keep this flower to remember that after the storm, the sun always shines."
Arthur pauses, his eyes shining with tears of happiness.
We stood under that bridge for 3 hours, Clara. We talked about our dreams, our families, and our favorite things. I forgot about the cold rain. I forgot about my worries. In those 3 hours, I fell in love with her warm heart. But in those days, her family was very rich and my family was very poor. Her parents did not want her to talk to a poor boy from the countryside. So we had to keep our love a secret.
Clara looks at the letters tied with the pink ribbon.
Are these the secret letters?
Yes. For 5 years, we wrote letters to each other in secret. We hid them in a hollow oak tree near the river. Nobody knew. These letters kept our hearts together when we were apart. Eventually, I found a good job and we could finally marry. But we promised to always keep our bridge story and our letters as our special, secret treasure. We told everyone we met at a fancy train station, but our hearts always lived under that rainy stone bridge.
Clara feels warm tears in her eyes. She looks at the old yellow letters and the dry blue flower. She realizes something very beautiful. This small wooden box does not contain gold, but it contains something much more valuable. It contains 50 years of pure love, patience, and loyalty. It contains the foundation of her family. Clara says gently. She holds his old, wrinkled hand.
Thank you for sharing this with me, grandfather. It is the most beautiful story I have ever heard.
Arthur says, placing the tiny silver key in her hand.
Now, Clara, your grandmother is no longer with us. I am getting very old. I am giving this box and this key to you. You are the keeper of our secret now. Remember that love does not need to be loud to be strong. Sometimes the most beautiful things in the world are the quiet ones.
Clara holds the silver key close to her chest. The rain continues to fall outside, but inside, her heart is completely warm and full of light. She knows she will protect this secret story forever, and she understands that the quietest moments of life often hold the loudest truths. Now, my wonderful friend, it is time for our repeat after me speaking practice. This is the moment where we unlock your speaking confidence and make your pronunciation clear and beautiful. Speak out loud in your room. Let your voice ring out with strength. Remember, practicing out loud trains your tongue and your brain to speak English naturally without any stress. Let's practice together. A secret is a beautiful treasure. The small wooden box has a silver key. The rain is tapping gently on the window. My grandfather has very kind eyes. We sat by the warm fire together. The old letters are tied with a pink ribbon. Thank you for sharing this story today. The blue flower is very beautiful and dry. Love does not need to be loud to be strong. A simple memory can warm your heart. Now, my friend, I am going to tell a short part of Clara's story again. This time, I will speak at a natural, slightly conversational speed. Do not worry if you miss a few individual words. Just relax your ears, trust your brain, and focus on the natural rhythm and melody of the conversational English sentences. Clara was a 29-year-old bookstore worker who shared a very close bond with her 85-year-old grandfather, Arthur. For her entire life, she had wondered about a locked wooden box that sat on the shelf above his fireplace. On her birthday, Arthur decided to share his secret and unlocked the box with a tiny silver key. Inside, Clara discovered old love letters and a pressed blue wildflower instead of gold. Arthur explained that he had met her grandmother, Rose, under a stone bridge during a rainstorm 55 years ago. Because their families were different, they had to keep their love a secret and write letters in a hollow tree. Sharing this beautiful family secret brought tears of joy to Clara's eyes, reminding her that quiet love is the greatest treasure of all. You did an absolutely magnificent job today. I am so incredibly happy and deeply proud that you stayed, listened to the story, and practiced your pronunciation with me until the very end of this entire lesson. You are a truly wonderful and dedicated student. Thank you so much for spending this peaceful, relaxing, and motivating time with me, David, here on Speak Easy English with David. If Clara's story brought comfort to your heart and helped you feel more peaceful about your English journey today, please click that like button right now. Your likes are incredibly powerful because they tell the YouTube algorithm to find this slow, gentle lesson and share it with thousands of other wonderful students across the world who want to learn English calmly and without pressure. Remember to share this video with a friend, a classmate, or anyone in your life who has been working very hard and needs a little reminder to stay happy and hopeful. Let this story be a sweet surprise gift to them. And if you want to keep expanding your vocabulary, improving your listening comprehension, and building your real-world speaking confidence with me every single week, please click that subscribe button and hit the little notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. Keep practicing, stay calm, and always remember that a kind gesture can change a heart forever. I will see you in our very next lesson. Bye-bye.